What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. In this one, we are back with another TWAB video. We're going to get right into it, but I do want to take a little bit of time to show and talk about this armor. Based off what I can see, it does look pretty nice, at least for my Hunter or my Titan and my Warlock here. I'm not a huge fan of how the Hunter looks. It's like a baboon face, which is to me. It is what it is, but I'm interested to see what this TWAB has in store. Hopefully, we're going to get a trailer for the new season. And we're going to get some more information on trials and other things coming in the next season. Hopefully a 3.0 showcase. And let's get right on into it. So before we dive into our final TWAB of the season, we'd like to spend a moment focusing on an important message that our Black at Bungie Inclusion Club published on Tuesday. Our hearts go out to the victims of the tragedy that occurred in Buffalo, New York last weekend, and anyone impacted by this act of violence. Our full statement and pledge that all profits from the Be Heard pin on the Bungie store will be donated to the Southern Poverty Law Center for at least 1 year can be found here. And there is that. This week at Bungie, Guardian Games coming to a close, but we're days away from a new season. That's right, Guardian Games is nearing its victory. Warlocks are dominating as of this writing. Will they hold on for their first Guardian Games victory? Only time will tell. Actually, not true. Our social media channels will also tell. And you might be able to do the math by visiting the podium in the tower, as they might have such a commanding lead that Titans and Hunters couldn't possibly catch up to their space magic. We're just a few days out from a new season. We've covered quite a few systematic changes coming to the Destiny 2 sandbox changes, ritual reputation changes, and a few other details on how gameplay in general will be updated. Many of you, and when I say many, I mean almost every single one of you, have been asking about the new stuff. What is Season of Redacted all about? What's the next challenge our Guardians are about to face? What's going on with Redacted and their Redacted? Where's the trailer? Which subclass is getting the 3.0 treatment? We are going to take this. It seems to go to a Twitter, and it's Mylian Games. I was hoping it was actually a trailer, kind of been trolled, but it is what it is. There will be a day where many of your questions will be answered, but today is not that day. It's a scary but fun balancing act in the grand scheme of things. I've said it before, but Destiny Discovery is one of the most potent things in gaming. Do we spill the details in TWABs and tweets, or do we hold things a bit closer to the chest with each season to let players dig on day one and find out what cool things in the game and excel? If you'd like to go dark, this should be one of the last Bungie communications you read before Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific. If you'd like to get a quick taste before launch, tune in a bit earlier on Tuesday morning and keep an eye out for a countdown for our next trailer. So what will be our final TWAB before launch? We've got some details on how seasonal events will be evolving, a quick spoiler-free patch note preview, a rundown on when our next dungeon is going live, and a preview of upcoming trials, the Osiris armor sets. Keep an eye out for our player support section 2, as we'll be breaking down the timelines for Destiny 2 Update 4.1.0, which kicks off Season of Redacted on Tuesday. So it sounds like we're not getting a new seasonal trailer, or we're not getting a new 3.0 look today, which is actually really disappointing. If we do, then it's a surprise to me, but it seems based off of that little intro that we're not going to be seeing that as much. I'm interested in seeing the patch notes and a little bit look on our next dungeon going live, but I don't think we're going to see what the dungeon is. And we do get to see the trial sets, which I'm very excited to see, because I'm very excited to see what the Warlock and Titan look fully. Not as much a Hunter, but it is what it is. So, Destiny event updates. Once a season, Guardians get the chance to take a break from our galaxy-saving duties to relax and reflect in its special annual celebrations. These themes events, which include Guardian Games, Solstice, Festival of the Lost, and the Dawning, have become an integral part of the annual flow of Destiny 2, where players can celebrate together and collect cool rewards along the way. Over the past year, the team has been working hard on giving many of these events a makeover. This effort began with last year's Festival of the Lost, which featured new twists like the Monsters vs. Dinos community poll and Glint's ghost stories. Our goal is that every event provides joy and discovery for new and veteran players, and the enthusiastic reaction to the 2021 Festival of the Lost reaffirmed our plans to keep evolving our events to keep them fresh and fun. While not every event will get a big update this year, we wanted to share a high-level look at our plans for the upcoming Solstice event, which begins on July 19th. Solstice, just Solstice. That's right. We dropped of Heroes from the name of our summer event, and we're going with just Solstice. While we've got a new name and we'll have some beautiful new floral arrangements adorning the tower during the event, those familiar with Solstice events from the past should still feel right at home. As in previous years, there will be an awesome set of armor to pursue, only this time, instead of completing armor objectives and collecting keys and package consumables, You'll be completing event challenges, more on those in a bit, to make progress towards your ultimate glowing masterpiece of bodily protection. One of the biggest changes you'll notice with Solstice is we changed the armor experience a lot. Players will only upgrade one set of Solstice armor throughout the event. While you can get multiple instances of a helmet, for example, upgrading armor will allow you to reroll its stat, and the stat potential of the armor will be shared across those drops. Another new feature coming to Solstice is an activity in the European aerial zone called Bonfire Bash, where Guardians will be building and stoking what can only be described as paracausal bonfires, while the enemies of Summer Fun, including the Taken, Cabal, Hive, and Fallen, will be attempting to crash the party and extinguish the fires. In your mission to guard the flames from wave after wave of incoming enemies, we've made it easier to traverse the EAZ, adding floating islands and removing building barriers for maximum maneuverability. Look for the more details on Solstice armor upgrades and Bonfire Bash as we get closer to the launch of Solstice. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I'm kind of tired of these events just being like defend a point and just shoot shit. And that's pretty much what they're just telling us what it is right here. I mean, unless there's something else that we can't see. I'm just tired of like just sit here, defend this, don't let it get touched, shoot this. Like, I don't know. Hopefully it's not as bad as I'm thinking it is, but we'll see. Introducing the event card. With our Solstice event, we're introducing a new feature called the event card. In much the same way that seasonal challenges introduces an easy to understand and find list of goals you can complete in a season, the event card does the same for Destiny 2's annual events. When Solstice begins, players will gain access to this event card, which includes new points of interest to explore, including event challenges, event seals and titles, unique event rewards. Every event card will be available for free to all players that can be accessed by interacting with Evo Levante in the tower or via the quest tab right next to the seasonal challenges. Event cards and their associated challenges and rewards can be accessed for the entire event before disappearing once their corresponding event ends. Let's take a look at some of the individual parts of the event card in order to better understand how they tie into events overall. Really quick, before we get any farther, I don't know if you noticed this, but we got the Titan helmet. It looks, that looks somewhat vaguely familiar to me. But this shotgun is what I assume that is. Looks really different. That must be, it's got to be new, right? Like, that's got to be a new shotgun. Or maybe it's just a skin of a different gun. But it looks new to me. Which, I mean, like, if Solstice is bringing another shotgun, that's fine. But didn't we just get, like, Compass Rose last time? So, I mean, it looks like a slug this time around, in my opinion. Or a lightweight frame. But it's really tough to say. Event challenges. Like seasonal events, event challenges are objectives that players can complete to earn rewards. Certain event challenges will award players with familiar items such as event shaders, emblems, or other gear, and they'll also grant event tickets. Every event challenge will be available for players to complete right when the event starts, so you won't need to wait until the next week for additional challenges to become available. Event challenges can be completed in any order and at any point while an event is active. That's very nice. I like that. Makes it a lot easier because I don't really like waiting week by week. But yeah, it is what it is. Event seals and titles. In addition to event challenges, we're also going to introduce event seals and titles you can earn. There are two types of event-based seals that players can work towards. Individual event seals, a new multi-event seal. Starting with Solstice this year, each Destiny event will come with the seal that players can complete as well as guild. Completing these event seals is as simple as completing all the event challenges on its event card. Finishing every event challenge will automatically earn you seal progress and unlock the title for that seal. Gilding each seals will require completing additional triumphs that will only become available once the standard seal has been completed. Gilding lasts until the event begins again the following year. Progress on individual event seals can be tracked directly into the event card by hovering over the card on the left-hand side of the screen or by viewing the event seal from the Triumphs page. There's also a new multi-event seal that event-loving players will be able to work towards. Starting with Solstice, players can complete a certain number of event challenges in each of the 4 yearly Destiny events to complete this seal. This means that the earliest players can complete the multi-event seal will be in Guardian Games of next year. In doing so, will also earn them a unique event title. You'll also be able to guild this new seal after completing the standard version, and we'll be sharing more details on how to do this in the coming year. Upgraded event card rewards. A new event means new event-themed cosmetics for Guardians to customize their experience. While those items have traditionally been part of the Eververse store with the upcoming Solstice event, we will curate a collection of these items as unique rewards through the event card itself. These rewards will only be available throughout the card event during their initial release, but like most of our cosmetics, there's always a chance they'll become available again via Eververse at a future date. While the event card and event challenge rewards are free for all players, acquiring those extra cosmetics rewards will require players to purchase the upgraded event card. Upgrading the event card will cost 1,000 silver and immediately grants players an exotic reward bundle. Players can then acquire even more rewards by spending the event tickets they collected from event challenges. The overall value of the upgraded event card will be vary somewhat, but is expected to regularly exceed 3,000 silver. So, Hot Dog Eating Champ, instant unlock. It's an emote. Sunny Exotic Ghost Shell. Iris Gossamer, which is a shader. Skateboarding emote, which is a legendary emote. And then you get a legendary ghost hologram, exotic ship from the tickets. Legendary ghost hologram, and a legendary transmat. I don't know why I don't know, man. So basically it just sounds like the event card is another battle pass. But what I'm wondering is, like, so if we upgrade the event card, is it always going to be upgraded forever? Like, is it always going to, or is it like every single new event, like, you have to fork up another one, right? So, like, it's like the middle of the year almost, right? It's the 5th month, almost the 6th month. So, like, when you look at it, when it's going to hit, like, Festival of the Lost on October, and then right on December, we're going to have to pay another $10 if you want the, like, extra cosmetics. I mean, I don't know, man. I would be more inclined to purchase it if they included a, like, weapon ornament and an armor ornament that was unique, but I don't see that happening. If that is listed in there, I'd be more inclined again, but hopefully it's just an instant, like, you buy it and you never have to buy it again, but we'll see. Hint, if you aren't sure whether you will complete the event, wait until the last week to make the purchase and see how many event tickets you have accumulated. But don't wait until the very last minute, because event tickets will expire once an event ends and the event card goes away. We can't wait for everyone to jump in and experience all the new Solstice changes we have in store. See you in July. Another patch note preview. While we're already gone over quite a few changes, ranging from ritual streak bonuses to a behemoth of a TWAB covering Sandbox, we'll still have a few smaller patch notes to share with you before Tuesday comes around. This will be a mashup of fixes with no specific theme. It's all just Destiny 2, baby. UX/UI updated director navigation header to a new style to make it more scalable. Fixed a visual bug on the title screen when playing with a screen aspect ratio greater than 16:9. Fixed a login or logic bug that would sometimes show inaccurate informational text on the Bungie name change screen after a player had changed their name via Bungie.net. Improved the consistency with which PlayStation Xbox platform rosters update the online status of platform friends. Thank God, because, like, so all my friends play on console, and every single time I'm trying to play with them, dude, it, like, never, like, shows that they're on until, like, 5 minutes after. So we have to, like, sit there and fumble my thumbs around and, like, just wait for, like, 5 minutes. And it's pretty annoying, so I'm glad they're fixing that. Dares of Eternity increased strange coins earned from the reward chest in Dares of Eternity from 1 to 3. This does not affect the number of strange coins earned from lightning round chests. That's nice. Power in progress. Power bands have been increased for the new season. Power floor 1350. Soft cap 1510 up from 1500. Powerful cap 1560 up from 1550. Hard cap 1570. The player, or which we already knew this was going to happen. The character power boost has been increased to 1510 with the new soft cap. Vault space. Vault space has been increased by 100. Was 500, is now 600. That's a good start. I hope we get more in the future, but that actually is fine for me. I don't really use that much of my vault, so. While we know this does enable players to save every single little piece of loot in the game, the team was able to pull some strings and get a little more space for your vaults as they continue to investigate future solutions. Xur's inventory should no longer be different if players manage to find him in destinations shortly after the weekly reset happens on Tuesday. No more bugged Xur. Rest in peace. It is what it is. It was inevitable at this point, but he will still reappear with new gifts from the 9 when he returns at his regularly scheduled time on Friday. While his will is not his own, he needs a break each week. No more working overtime. Scorn. Increase Scorn's crossbow damage by 300% ensuring players will always be one shot by their attacks, no matter their power level or how they damage resist modifiers have been equipped. Don't worry, that's a joke. Had you there for a second, didn't I? Here's the real patch note. I don't know why you would do this. Scorn sniper rifle brought in line reduced with other combatant sniper weapons. Spread up projectiles increased to reduce instances of multiple projectiles hitting players. Next week, we are launching a brand new dungeon on Friday, May 27th at 10 a.m. Pacific. The recommended power to enter for normal difficulty is going to be 1550. Master difficulty will be live day one as well, but we'll leave those entry requirements for you to see in the game next week. We're going to let you discover where you will be going and what you will be doing for yourselves, but we wanted to give you a quick tease at what rewards you can expect to earn once inside. Okay, really quick, I just want to say really fast, I think this could potentially be like Crota. I don't know for sure, okay? But if it is, that would be sick. But based off like what's in here, I'm gonna say it's not Crota. But let's just take a look. Let's read it. So 1 legendary armor set. Avarice versions can also be acquired via master, as we know. 4 legendary new weapons and 2 legendary reprised weapons. 1 exotic weapon, 1 exotic catalyst, 1 exotic accessory ship or sparrow, and 2 legendary emblems. So the 2 legendary emblems we're going to know. One is for just completing it. The other one is solo flawless. We know that for sure. That's guaranteed what that is. As for the armor set, we really don't know. The new weapons, you can't really tell. If it is Crota, wouldn't all the weapons be reprised? So it realistically isn't Crota. But if it is, I would wish for the shotgun and the hand cannon to be reprised personally. As for the exotic weapon and catalyst, that would definitely be the Necrochasm, and then the exotic accessory ship or sparrow. The ship could be like the Eris Morn ship, and the sparrow, I had no clue. So, assuming you plan to brave the challenges that await you, these are the treasures you can claim. Best way to get this dungeon, as well as the one coming in Season 19, is to have the digital deluxe edition of the Witch Queen. If you have that, you are already good to go. If you want to experience an entire year of Destiny 2 content and haven't purchased the deluxe edition yet, starting next Tuesday, it's going to be on sale for 25% off. Exact timing and duration may vary by platform. If you just want the dungeons, totally fine. You could pick up both as part of the Witch Queen dungeon key in the Eververse store for 2,000 silver. That is a huge jump. Like, that is a lot of money. $20 for that's got to be with the battle pass too, right? Like, if it's the battle pass and the dungeon, even $20 is a bit expensive to me. But $20 for a dungeon? Oh my gosh, that is expensive, man. I mean, to be fair, I think that's how much the 30th anniversary was. But you also got to understand that, like, you were getting a lot. You really actually weren't getting that much more. So, and it was still like $20. So honestly, I don't know if that's like worth the money or not. We'll just have to see how the dungeon pans out. Like, when it comes to Grasp of Avarice, I would say that was worth buying because I really like that dungeon. And 2, it has great weapons and you get access to Gallarhorn, which is one of the best heavies in the game. So, Trials. This weekend, we have some fun lined up for Trials of Osiris. Over the last 2 seasons, we've been experimenting with freelance and capture zone weekends. What, is it going to be both now? Learning some great lessons about the Trials ecosystem and population as it waxes and wanes over a given season. This weekend, we're mixing things up just a little more with another freelance weekend with zone control enabled. Yep, this will be your final weekend of the Trials for a while, as the mode will have a short hiatus through June 10th. When Trials comes back around, there will be some new loot to earn. While we've already announced that a fusion rifle and sidearm will be up for grabs, we've also have some new legendary armor for your fashion game. We're leaning deeper into Trials themes that you've been seeing over the years, and excited to see how you mix and match these new sets with pieces from activities throughout the game. I really like that Titan helmet. Like, I really like that helmet. It's very nice. The chest piece is all right. I don't really care for the mark. I'm trying to tell what the Warlock is supposed to be. I want to say it's some kind of a bird, but this is definitely a baboon, and it's just like not super cool. But I'm gonna save this image really quick for later. But wait, there's more. If you'd like to kit your Guardian a bit more with the Trials theme, we have 2 new cosmetic rewards coming online next season. You may have already noticed the ghost in the armor preview above. Wait, was there a ghost in the armor preview and I didn't see it? Oh, sure. Yeah. That one is sick. But we also have this beauty to introduce. Falcon's Chase Sparrow that I can't stop looking at. It will be mine someday. Yes, it is a very nice looking sparrow. Now, here's the problem. My problem with the sparrow is this. It's just not going to be faster than always on time. So there's no point to using it. It looks extremely cool. Like, it's one of the nicest looking sparrows, but in terms of functionality, it's just not going to function as well, at least as far as I understand. We'll see you out there and maybe even duke it out a bit on June 10th when these rewards go live. Okay, the Gauntlet 2022. Rounding out our week of Bungie news, the Bungie Foundation brings wonderful news for our 8th anniversary participating in the Gauntlet tabletop fundraiser. If you'd like to help our team in the competition, while also helping to raise funds for important cause, check out the information below. Bungie Foundation. This weekend will accumulate in a head-to-head tabletop tournament full of fun, competition, and more importantly, supporting a great cause. Help us raise funds for this year's recipient, Xenomath. Xeno's mission is to spark joy and inspire a love of math in young children and families through racial equity, family engagement, and play, all centered in the experience of communities of color. Xeno changes the landscape of early math throughout a unique play-based approach, and they believe that math skills and abilities are essential to leading a full and robust life. I mean, I don't know about all that. I don't know where you find fun in math, but you do you. It's a great cause, though, so definitely awesome. But head to our team's donation page to commit your support on it, or before the Sunday, May 22nd at 11:29 p.m. Pacific. Anyone who donates $25 in a single donation to our team page will receive the Ven's Pulsar emblem, which will be distributed by Friday, June 10th. Super nice actually, but yeah. Rules of the road. To be eligible for the emblem, donations must be made to this competition between May 15th and May 22nd at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. A unique redemption code will be emailed to the email address used to make the donation. One redemption code will be distributed per email for qualifying donations. Thank you in advance for supporting this amazing organization, Love Bungie Foundation. Release the update. It can be difficult to wait for the goods, so to speak. I can't tell you how many times I've looked at the clock just today, wondering how much longer we have until the new season is out. Patience, my friends, patience. In the meantime, our player support team has a roundup of timelines and need-to-know updates in preparation for your upcoming downloads. This is their report. Update 4.1.0 release schedule. 9 a.m. PDT maintenance is scheduled to begin. 9:45 a.m. Destiny 2 is brought offline. 10 a.m. Destiny 2 will be brought back online. Update 4.1.0 will be playable on all platforms and regions. 11 a.m. Destiny 2 maintenance is scheduled to complete. Last chance Bungie rewards. Players looking to earn Bungie rewards should complete the associated in-game achievement before 10 a.m. PDT on May 24th. 2022 Guardian Games Tankard, 2022 Guardian Games Medal, Psionic Operator long sleeve t-shirt, Val the Disciple pin, the Witch Queen Legendary pin, Risen Seal collectible medallion pin. These rewards will be available to purchase from the Bungie store until May 31st at 2022 at 11:59 p.m. PDT. Claim your in-game rewards. Players should make sure to claim all engrams and other rewards from before the new season begins. And rewards not claimed from ritual vendors, Zavala, Shax, Drifter, and Saint 14 will be removed at the beginning of the next season. Vow the Disciple emblem. The Cleaver emblem and associated triumph for the completion of the Vow the Disciple raid during the contest mode extension have been successfully distributed to all qualifying players. Destiny player support has investigated reports of players who believed to have qualified for the emblem in triumph but did not receive them. And in all instances, the players had at least one encounter of the raid that was not successfully recorded as complete during the contest mode window. For players to have earned this emblem, they had to have received a reward in every raid encounter during contest mode. If players did not receive a reward after completing a specific encounter, the game did not count them as completing the encounter, and so the Cleaver emblem could not be granted. Known issues. While we continue investigating various known issues, here is a list of the latest issues that were reported to us in our help forum. The final 2 pages of the I'm not even going to try it. Lore book do not successfully unlock for players. The renewal grasp's damage buff may not function within the Dustfield Grenade's area of effect. Words and text chat may display vertically. This can be resolved by restarting Destiny 2. And for a full list of emergent issues, Destiny 2 players can, or whatever. Okay, get your mad scientist on. Movie of the week. Here we go. So first movie, there it is. Second movie, another montage, and then arts of the week as you can see here. Very nice, very nice. And before we go, we've got one last spear to throw. They showing off that spear that somebody made. Really, really cool. But we're going to keep going. Because this is Destiny 2 and we love our lore, here's a special snippet from our narrative team about the history attached to the spear. Guardian. Oh, this is Keitel. Guardian, my scions told to affix the ruins of Gaul's light-suppressing device to a weapon frame. A war axe would be too heavy for weak human arms, a maul lacking the resonance to pierce the psionic sphere. Finally, I held the synaptic spear in my hands. Untested, I frowned. It was meant to be wielded by a light bearer in the mindscape, where their power would change it into a gleaming beacon. Even Savathun would shield her eyes from its glare, they told me. I listened to their claims before taking the weapon for myself. They raised their voices in protest, but I silenced them with a look. On the far shores of Sorrow's Harbor, I waded into the hordes of ravening high. Through the dull metals of the spear would not speak to me. I still made it sing. I may not have the light, but I have strength, Empress Keitel. The anticipation! Well, that's a wrap. Your final TWAB before a season of redacted ships. Now all that's left is a weekend of freelance zone capture trials and maybe a few week triumphs standing between you and the season of the Risen title. We'll see you again next Tuesday. Patch notes and all. Cheers, DMG. So, that is it for the TWAB. Super, bare bones. You did get to see a little bit of changes. I'm actually really disappointed with no, real information on the next season. No trailer, no nothing. Which is actually very upsetting to me, but I don't know. Maybe it'll come around Friday to Monday-esque. Hopefully not on Tuesday. I don't know why you would drop a trailer to your season that comes out that day. That seems kind of weird. To build up hype, you would probably want to do it as soon as possible. But anyway, that's it for the TWAB, everybody. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like and subscription. It would really help the channel grow. And if you want to see more TWABs in the future, please let me know in the comments. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.